Hello, my name is Ken Dangle. I'm the Network Operations Manager and Senior Network Engineer at Advanced Dermatology and Cosmetic Surgery. My role there is all things networking across the board, from the data side to the voice to our contact center, also the data center operations, all things communications from branch to branch across the country. I think the biggest challenge for us, really since I've been there, and it continues, but it's something that we've evolved over time, is agility, being able to respond to the needs of patients and providers across the board. In our previous legacy platform, it involved a lot of, hey, we have to open a ticket with this carrier because it was a co-managed system and we didn't have access to make all of the changes as needed to support the business. And being able to implement the VersaONE SD-WAN platform has kind of revolutionized that, where we're now able to be a lot more agile. We can respond immediately to threats. We can respond immediately to needs that our providers and patients have as far as access to particular web pages or blocking access to zero-day attacks as they come out. So we're able to respond to all that now in a matter of minutes or hours versus potentially days or even weeks sometimes. Just so many different ways that we've been able to transform the IT portion of the company and be able to add value to the business that typically IT is thought of as kind of a cost burden on the company, where we're now able to leverage partnerships and technologies like Versa and some of our other services that we manage to add value to the company. 2018, we began our deployment. We started with about 70 locations we were able to deploy in just over 3 months, which again speaks to the speed of the platform and the agility. The way that you're able to configure everything centrally but be able to deploy it individually, and spread those sites out is really powerful. And we were able to do that again with a team of 3. It was my job to sell Versa as a platform that was going to take us into the future, and that's what I did, and it was worth it. The ROI numbers have been really good. We were able to save just on transport costs because we were able to become agnostic and competitive in that space, which a lot of people overlook that. I think being transport agnostic gives you a lot of power in your negotiating, and you're able to get a lot better prices from various ISPs, and we were able to save well over $500,000 a year just on transport costs. And that doesn't include that we were also able to increase our throughput capabilities by over 400%. From an old T1 infrastructure, now we were able to leverage multiple paths, and leverage some of the load balancing technologies that SD-WAN provides to have best path selection and also local breakout. So it gives us better cloud performance instead of going through that centralized point again. So just so many things that are adding value and return on investment that kind of get overlooked. And it's just been such a good experience. And that doesn't even speak to the support that we get from Versa. That's all great from a business standpoint, and the C-suite, they love all that stuff with the savings. But for me, as a technology professional, I'm looking for a partnership, and that's really what separates Versa from even some of our other vendors that we have right now, is that partnership. And that's our number one priority. We want a partner, and Versa kind of showed us that. That's the blueprint that we want with all of our vendors going forward. So yeah, we're really excited about that.